Welcome back to another video from PixLogik, and I have Unity open with the Corgi Engine, and I'm at the point we left off in the last video. What I'm going to do now is finish this border off, so I'm just going to go back into my tile palette. I am going to click on here. Now if anyone's wondering on the buttons up here, if I click on that one and I click that, what I can do is, so yeah, that can make it quite wide. Makes it easier to draw larger areas. If I was to click on this button, then I'd have to draw them individually like so. I'm going to use this button just now, just to make this quicker. Go to the end here. Now the boundary marks out the confines for the camera and your character. For instance, if I delete or erase some of this platform around the edge, let's press play. Okay, your character hits the boundary and your character will die. You also notice as I go across here, the camera will start to move, yep, but it will stop when it hits the boundary. Just put that back. Now we're going to start adding the assets we're going to need for inside the level, like our ladders and moving platforms. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back into Retro Adventure 1, we'll save this, and we're going to take the moving platforms and the ladders from inside here. So we open up level, then grid, and then props. Let's see, now we've got our retro ladder there and a retro moving platform, so we'll take both, copy them, back to test, we'll paste them. Now what we want to do here is we want to create a game object, and we will call it props. We will drop that into our grid. We will take these two and we will drop them into props. Now check your props is set to 0. Get the retro ladder and set it. Now to find our ladder, we'll just double click on there and that will center it on our screen for us. We just scroll out and take it across. Might as well do the same for the moving platform at the moment. Now we'll position the ladders. And let's see if this works. And there we go. Ladder's slightly too high, so try that. And there we have working ladders. Now I'm just going to get rid of this camera box here. We can move that, as it doesn't really matter where that sits on the screen, because when you start it will automatically go to where it's needed. Now we're going to do a bit with the moving platform. So I'm going to take I'm going to pop it there just now, just as a... Now at the moment, if I press play, platform goes left to right. I want to change that to going up and down. Firstly, let's change that Z to 0. What I'm going to do is we're going to inside this green circle, take it round, and if we press play now, we have a platform that goes up and down. Another prop we're going to need is something to collect, so we will go back into the Retro Adventure, remembering to save, and we'll look into levels, grid, props, and they've got a retro star, so we'll take that, copy, we will drop that into props. Okay, let's test this. We will just drop it on the ground here, press play. Okay, let's go and pick up this coin. Now you'll notice when I picked the coin up, the counter never went up, so we'll just go out and have a look at that. First thing to look at is the Retro Adventure UI camera, and if we scroll down here we'll see star display text. Now this is filled in here, but I'll just show you where to get that. Go into our canvas, score stars, and our text. Now that's where this is the text that's used for the score stars. So all we would do with that is drag it across and drop it in there. Okay, so that's not the issue because that's already in there. So we'll close that up, and we will then move on to looking at managers, Retro Adventure, Progress Manager, and we've got something here called scenes. If we open that up, as you're going along the game you can add scenes to this. At the moment there's 5, but if you had 10 scenes you would just keep adding to that. And you've got your scene name here, which is still set to the Retro Adventure 1 from where we took this, so we're just going to take that out. I'm going to rename it to Test 1. Okay, and if we play now, our score updates. Close that down. Now the retro star, we can duplicate that and move it along, and then we can duplicate it again, move that along, press play, and there we've got 3 stars collected. I'm going to finish that video here. We've got our ladders in, we've got our moving platform, we've got collectibles. In the next video I'm going to add some AI enemies and make sure that's working, so I hope you'll join me for that. Thank you for watching.